Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mount Moon TCG. In today's episode, I'm going to be looking at Dragapult EX. Now, Dragapult EX is potentially the best deck in the format, besides maybe Gardevoir EX. Gardevoir EX has been winning a lot of tournaments recently, but Dragapult EX is a great deck as well. It is, as a lot of players would say, probably one of the most annoying decks, because it is everywhere. If you're going to a tournament, odds are you're going to run into Dragapult EX. So Dragapult, we know what it does, 200 damage, and then put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way that you like. We are running a 4-4-3 line of the Dragapult, so 4 Dreepy, Forge a Cloak with the Recon Directive ability. Once during your turn, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand, put the other card on the bottom of your deck. So a great way to look for cards you might need, like your rare candies. You might need your nest ball, your Buddy Poffin energy, whatever you might need for a certain situation. So we're playing a 4-4-2. We are also playing 2 Duskull with 2 Dusclops with Cursed Blast to knock this Pokemon out, put 5 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then, of course, we got 1 Dusknoir. It does the same thing, but it's 13 damage counters instead of 5. It still knocks itself out, though. 2 Badoo, because we're going to need a Pokemon to put in the active spot to stall your opponent so you can set up your side of the board. So Itchy Pollen does that, does 10 damage for free energy. Free, not 3, free energy, so, or no energy, I should put it. And then they can't play any item cards, so it could slow them down immensely. Can't play Buddy Poffin, can't play Nest Ball, can't play Ultra Ball, can't play Earthen Vessel, can't play many Ace Specs you can't play. You can't play like your Precious Trolleys, you can't play your Unfair Stamps, you can't play, many Ace Specs, the Prime Catchers, whatever it may be, you can't play them. Alright, we also have 1 Pheasantipity EX to draw some cards if one of our Pokemon are knocked out during our opponent's last turn. 1 Blood Moon Ursaluna EX, because it is a big, powerful Pokemon that can essentially attack for little to no energy if your opponent has taken many prize cards with the Season Skill ability. And then, of course, we also have Hawlucha here that when it's put from our hand onto our bench, choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 1 damage counter on each of them. Can help out with the math and helping knocking out multiple Pokemon in 1 turn. Like if your opponent's got a couple of 70 HP Pokemon on the bench, you could put down the Hawlucha, use Flying Entry, put 1 damage counter on one of them, let's say like a Hoot, and then you can come in with the Dragapult EX, maybe knock out the active Pokemon, and then put the 6 damage counters on the Hoot and knock it out, taking multiple prize cards in 1 turn. Alright, so those are the Pokemon in the deck. I think a lot of people are in agreement that these are the 21 Pokemon in the deck. When I'm looking for inspiration for the deck, yeah, a lot of people are playing 21 Pokemon. This seems to be about the right amount of Pokemon. The trainers, we're going to differ on a little bit because I'm playing the deck a little bit different than other players. For Iono, of course, a way to stall your opponent if they don't have a lot of prize cards, but it's a way to get a fresh new hand. We got 2 Arven. Finds an item and a tool card. We got 2 Jacques to find some evolution Pokemon. 2 Boss's Orders to bring something to the active to knock out. And then I'm playing 2 Crispin. I'm not seeing too many other Dragapult players playing Crispin, but I just like the fact that you can get a Dragapult up and running in, I would say, 1 turn. Like 1 turn of you do the Crispin attachment and then you attach return, so you can get the Dragapult up and running pretty darn quick here. I was running the tool card earlier, but I'm switching to the Unfair Stamp. It looks a heck of a lot better, and yeah, I think a lot more lists are playing Unfair Stamp than the what is that tool card? Tool called card called like Crystal Shard or something. I think a lot of those players are better players than me, and I think they know what's up, so we're going with Unfair Stamp. You can use it only if one of your Pokemon are knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Each player shuffles their hand into the deck, then you draw 5 cards, your opponent draws 2. A way to slow them down there. For Buddy Buddy Poffin, because we're playing quite a few Pokemon with 70 HP or less, where we're playing the Dreepy, we're playing the Duskull, right? It's called Duskull? Yeah, Duskull. Okay. I can't remember names of things. Alright, we're playing 4 Ultra Ball to find our Pokemon, because Pokemon finding is very important. 3 Night Stretcher, because things are going to get knocked out. It's a way to bring a Pokemon back that we really need, or an energy card if we need that as well. 2 Artisan to help find basic Pokemon that don't have a rule box. 2 Counter Catcher, because, you know, a boss's orders on an item card is pretty darn good, but you gotta be behind on prize cards. We got 1 Rescue Board to give 1 less retreat cost to something. 1 Switch. We have 2 Rare Candy to skip a stage, to go from basic to stage 2. And we got Earthen Vessel to find some basic energy. And then, of course, the energy, we're just playing 3 Psychic and 3 Fire. So that's basically the deck, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go to a couple of games, and let's see how we do. Opponent's going to go first. Let's see what we got. We got Dreepy. Okay. Okay, Charizard, Dragapult. And we got a switch in hand. Okay, there's going to be some... It's a lot of bench Pokemon you got there, buddy. Do. Okay, there's Mimikyu too. Jeez, just bench everything, why don't you? Okay. That's a good top deck, actually. Okay. I like that. Alright, we can Arven here. So that finds that. That finds Buddy Buddy. Okay. Grabbing that. And I'll grab Duskull. Not left with a whole lot. We're left with a couple of Ultra Balls after those next turn. Maybe a couple of Recon Directives. Itchy Pollen. And maybe I should have played the switch. Because I'm going to get Idle Lock this next turn. Okay, I don't know if I hate that Iono or not. We'll find out in about 2 seconds here. I don't know if I hate this. There's Ghost Eye, okay. Here's the thing. So we can still play items. Maybe more Dreepy. Okay, thank you. We have a Jacques. Ooh, okay. We can get the Badoo back. We can put 1 damage counter on the Mimikyu. Put it down to 50. Or, no, I don't think we can get the fire. Let's do that. Let's do this. Grab that. Grab that. Yeah, that's probably fine. Recon Directive. Oh, that's interesting. It's really interesting, but we'll take the candy, I guess. Recon Directive. And I'll help you find the fire energy. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case here. But we just can't let them. Can't let them have item cards though. That would just be awful. Oh, we could have attached. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. We'll be okay. Just the Iono. Whoa, what was that card? What was that ace back? But do. Look at this. Let me look at it. As damaged by an attack from opponent's Pokemon, even if the Pokemon knocked out, put 12 damage counts attacking. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, put 12 damage counters. Recon. Looking for fire energy. Ooh. At least we got a supporter in hand. That's fine. Recon Directive. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Is any of this worth it? What I'm trying to figure out. I think this is just going to be a long game that we play. That still doesn't give me any energy. What is this nonsense? Yeah, we'll leave that still there. I thought we had to knock it out. Did I misread the freaking card? Oh, it's damaged by an attack. Even the Pokemon's knocked out. That's what it is. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I screwed that up. Because who plays this? Who plays Deluxe Bomb? Okay. Where's my fire energy, everybody? Why is this all bad? Why is this all bad? What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Well, I got Iono, so that's something at least. You know, dang, I probably shouldn't have. Destiny Skateboard, I should have switched earlier. Alright. I got Crispin in the hand for next turn at least. Recon. Watch, it's going to be both energy. Ooh. I'll take that just in case. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Weren't able to itchy. We could if I just decided to attach to your cloak. Retreat to Badoo. Maybe that's what I'll do on this next turn here. I'm going to Crispin onto the Dracloak. Or I'm sure I'm right in the crosshairs of shenanigans here. Just watch, I'm going to be in the crosshairs of shenanigans. Because that's normally how these games work. Another Richie Pollen, okay. Of course, I had to draw the energy. That's fine, game. That's fine. That's fine, game. That's fine. But I will take that. I forgot. Yeah, item locked. Duh. I really need my marker to flip over that says I'm item locked. Well, here's an idea. No, that idea doesn't work. God, I don't like any of these. Oh, why couldn't that energy... Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I don't like any of this. Sure, let's get rid of the two annoying things. Alright. We set them up. We set them up to draw some cards off Fez, but if they just have Rukini Charizard, I'm going to be very upset, but... So this is Dragapult Charizard, Charizard Dragapult. Here comes Candy Charizard, everybody. Here it comes. Okay. So they gave me something here. Okay. I think there's a pretty cool play I can make here. So it requires me knocking out the... So I knock out the Dusknoir, take out the Charmander. And then... a Dragapult, knock that out. I think that's a pretty good idea. Let's try it. Okay. Or, hold on. No. 30, 40. No, that's fine. Maybe I could have, because if I would have put the damage counters on the Fez, he goes down to 3, I stay at 4, then I can counter catcher. I could have counter catchered, brought back up the Fez, knocked out the Fez, knocked out the Duskull. That would have been an idea. Would that have worked? I don't know. Duskull there. Anything else we need to do? I guess just get rid of our buddies, because we don't need them. Phantom Dive, yep. There we go. And we took out some threats. But now they've got Fez and they got Dragapult probably waiting in the wings. But let's think. 6. So if they knock something out, I got Ultra Ball for Fez, I got Unfair Stamp. I got a lot of things working my way. Did I forget the Recon Directive last turn? I might have. Okay, starting Dreepy. I think they're guaranteed to take a prize this turn if they get the Dragapult energy. Dracloak, yep. Dragapult or Candy energy. So that's what they need. Charmander, okay. They have the energy. You get to look at 5 cards. You get 3 off this. Recon Directive. Well, actually, there's a way I can still win this. I still have Ultra Ball. I can get the Dusknoir. Not Dusknoir. Yeah, I can. Whatever. I can get whatever I want. So that's no big deal. Not Dusknoir. The Dusk something. Duskull. Dust. What is it called? Dusclops. Duskull, Dusclops, Dusknoir. Drake. Oh, that's all they got? Oh no. Well. Played a valiant game. But we will take our last prize card. Sure. Darn. Yep, I think we would have had it anyhow, but yep. There we go. Wailord of a good time. Hey, opponent's going first again. Nope, basic. Alright, what's my new hand? I don't hate that. It's just if... Let's see what they have. Okay, it's creepy. Alright. As long as we top deck a Buddy Poffin, we'll be fine. Pokegear now? Yeah, I would have waited a turn for the Pokegear, but... Unless you play like Carmine or something, but... I will take that. We'll put that there. Iono. The sad thing is, it didn't have anything, and I'm like... Alright, here we go. This is stuff. I like stuff. Give me more stuff. Because I like stuff. Yay! Itchy! Alright. Yeah, because even if they would have found something off that Pokegear, then I just would have Ioned it back to the bottom of the deck. So... They should find me the Psychic Energy, right? Okay, quick game. Wow. That goes to show you how this game can go sometimes. They looked at like 14 or 15 cards and had nothing. After an Iono, they had nothing. Oh, that's just rough. But you know, that probably goes to show you too, they might have had like Buddy Poffins and Nest Balls in hand but couldn't play it because we badooed them. The itchy pollen can make a huge difference, especially when that's your only Pokemon. Okay, haven't seen Hydreigon in a hot minute. Okay. Okay, at least we got Urza and Ultra Ball. Look, the question is... how do I want to play this? Well, hopefully the top deck gives us a way to retreat the Dreepy. Well, all of a sudden I'm trying to remember what the Hydreigon did. Wasn't it like 1 energy and it did like 150 and discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck or something like that? Not 100%, but that could be a little annoying. Yeah, Pidgey, very important. Okay, that's the... You don't see that card too often nowadays, do you? You don't see the counter gain very often. Okay, Crispins are active, which actually might not be the worst thing in the world. Alright. Okay, there's the Badoo. We'll get a Dreepy this turn. Okay, all 3 energies in the deck, so we have a way to retreat and attach as well. Actually, I could just get... No, one a GP's fine. Then we can jock next turn. Okay, Crispin. Nice. Itchy Pollen. Yeah, and if they don't got a lot of cards, if they don't have anything decent in hand, this could be rough for them. But the Itchy Pollen is so darn important. You can fill up your bench with all the basic Pokemon you want. Ooh, that could... Pidgeotto. That's a good card. Oof. Okay. Another Crispin? Are you serious? I like the Jock better. Is it Jock or Jack? Gets rid of my switch. Okay, no energy in hand. Okay, I'll put that down. We could make a big brain play. How big of a brain? I don't know. My brain's not that big. We could boss his orders up like the Monkey Dory. So then that way if they do get the energy, they can't just put all 3 damage counters from the Dino onto the Badoo and knock it out. I'll decide after this, because we're just gonna grab that. I do want to see what this Recon Directive gives me. Artisan Quick. Dreepy. We want Dreepy. Yeah, we'll Dreepy. Thin the deck out a little bit. Recon. You know what's interesting too? We might as well grab the Iono because we might not have a great hand next turn. So we can boss orders Monkey. And then he might have to retreat it as well. Yeah, I think this is okay. Because the Dino's still in effect, still in range of the Dusclops. So we can evolve into Dusclops next turn. Knock out the Dino, take a prize, and then they're left with a monkey and a bird. But the important thing is we can't lose... Ah, dang it. Okay. That's unfortunate. So, alright, they're going to get another Dino. Probably. Counter gain is not in effect because 6 prizes apiece. Yep, there's the Dino. There's the Pidgeot. Okay. So they manually get up to the Pidgeot. Good for them. Now it's what can we do with this? I think it's we're gonna Dusclops Iono, Recon, and see what we get. But yeah, if we would have attacked into the Zweilous, instead of the Dino. What does the Zweilous do? 2 Pokemon reveal and put them into your hand, shuffle the deck. Okay. Not overly concerned. Turn a brain. Okay, yep, put that under cloak. Makes sense. And pass the turn. Okay. I don't want that energy right now. We're gonna Artisan. Duskull. What was that, buddy? Oh. There we go, Iono. We are looking for... not quite that. Con, give me Ultra Ball or the final. Hey! Don't need those anymore. Alright, I think what we're going to do, we're going to knock out Dusclops, put the 5 damage counters on this Vilas, and then we're going to take double knockout. Yep, that sounds like a plan to me. Phantom Dive. 3, 4, 5. Let's put 1 on the Dino, I guess. Alright, nice 2-price turn. Thank you very much. Ooh, another Dusclops. I like that. So if they don't get anything else off this, they got items now. But I think knocking out that Vilas was important. Now this forces them to have Rare Candy instead of just having the Hydreigon in hand. But of course they could have it. I mean, with Pidgeot EX in play, yeah, they're going to find the one piece they need, which is fine. Yep, okay. So it is 2 energy. I thought it was 1. 200, discard the top 3 cards. Okay. Okay. Find another Dino. Cool. I hate to tell you this, I don't think that Dino's gonna live to see next turn. Ah, okay. Smart. Very smart. Okay. Free Retreater. But now here's the thing. They're forced to have an energy this next turn. Jock. Recon Directive. I'll take that. Ooh. Yeah, I jocked already. Do I need the Fez? I don't think I really do. I guess we'll get Crispin. I don't know. Okay, so now they need to find an energy. Which, they have Pidgeot, they can do whatever. Interesting. I guess I didn't have Rare Candy or the Hydreigon in hand. Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to quick search for the energy, otherwise they can't attack this turn. Or maybe a supporter. Taking a long time with the decision. I'm thinking I've taken a long time on decisions too. So now, what is the grab? The opponent conceded, wow. But yeah, I guess it would have been really, really hard for them to make a comeback. Because unless they had a boss's orders and knock out one of my Dracloaks on the bench, they're not looking good. They go to 3, and then I just knock out the Hydreigon and Zvilas on the bench. Take my last couple of prize cards, because I think I was down to 3, right? I don't know, I might have 4. 3 or 4, I don't remember, but it wasn't looking good for them. But anyhow, guys, that'll do it for this episode. I got a couple of games in there. Dragapult can be very deadly in the prize trade. It can manipulate the damage counters. You can put your damage counters on the bench however you like, and then hopefully take a couple of knockouts on the next turn. So it can be very deadly. That'll do it for this episode, guys. Make sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be sure to join us for some more awesome perks right here on Mount Moon TCG.